Hey, what's up guys? Dave Moss Jr. here, and in today's video, I'm gonna go over the top 3 benefits of contrast therapy, how you can do contrast therapy to increase those benefits, and how you can do contrast therapy on a budget. So first, what is contrast therapy? Well, contrast therapy is really just going from extremely hot temperatures to extremely cold temperatures. It's also known as hot-cold therapy or contrast bathing, and it involves alternating from hot temperatures to cold temperatures and doing it various times. And by doing so, it provides various health benefits, but here are the top 3. Number 1, improved circulation. Alternating between hot and cold temperatures and doing it various times can increase the circulation and blood flow in your body. So hot air or hot water causes the blood vessels to dilate or to widen, while the cold air or the cold water causes your blood vessels to constrict or narrow, which will help to flush out the toxins and the waste that's in your blood. This improved circulation can actually help to deliver key nutrients and oxygen to different areas of your body, which can reduce muscle soreness and improve overall healing. Number 2, pain relief and recovery. Contrast therapy can be extremely beneficial for athletes or any individual who's suffering from any kind of physical injury. The alternating temperatures can help to reduce muscle spasms, inflammation, and pain. You see, the hot phase of contrast therapy relaxes and soothes the muscles, while the cold reduces the inflammation and actually helps to numb the pain, which provides pain relief. This makes contrast therapy a valuable tool if you're trying to recover faster and perform better, especially post-workout. Now, number 3 is a really good one, which is it enhances your immune function and your stress reduction. You see, regular contrast therapy sessions can help to stimulate your body's natural defense mechanisms and improve immune function. The stress of the temperature changes can help to activate the autonomic nervous system, which helps regulate immune responses. And on top of all that, the relaxing and invigorating experience and effects of contrast therapy can reduce your stress and promote your overall well-being, which has a positive impact on your overall health. Now that we've talked about the top 3 benefits of contrast therapy, let's talk about how you can accomplish it. So step number 1, I always recommend warming up. Before you get into a sauna or a cold plunge, I always encourage people to stretch, whether it's doing some yoga in your yard, doing some breathing, doing some just light stretches, a light jog, or even taking your dog for a walk. Just get your body moving before you jump immediately into hot or cold temperatures. Now, after you stretch, the most important thing is going to be to prepare your hot and your cold. In my case, I like to use my sweat tent sauna. I have a lot of videos where I review the sweat tent sauna. It's a wood fire stove. There's a lot of great saunas on the market, but for the money, the sweat tent is a really good option. And if you want to check out more information on sweat tent, I'll post a link in the description below where you can save some money to buy a sweat tent. You can also find some more information on them. So what I would do is I would throw a few logs in the fire, go ahead and get my sweat tent heated up while I'm taking my dog for a walk or on my way to the gym. Now for the cold, I have 2 ice barrels back here hooked up to chillers that the water is always under 50 degrees and it's continuously running. So I'm always prepared to get cold. And if you'd like to get more information on any cold plunges, especially the ice barrels, I have links down in the description below that will save you some money. So make sure you check those out if you're interested in getting an ice barrel or getting a sweat tent sauna. But what happens if you don't have an ice barrel or a sweat tent? Well, you can actually do this in your shower. And the benefits may not be exactly what you'll get going from an extremely hot sauna to an extremely cold plunge, but you're still gonna get the stimulus of contrast therapy by just going into your shower, turning your water as hot as you can without burning yourself and scorching yourself, and staying in there for 2 to 3 minutes, and then turning the water as cold as you can possibly make it, and staying in there for another 1 to 2, possibly 3 minutes. You can do this without needing all this other equipment. But if you're like me and you have the equipment and you love using the equipment, then let's get into how to use the equipment. Another side note, you can actually get the benefits of contrast therapy without a sauna. You can use a hot tub. So get into a hot tub and then get into a cold plunge. But the key is you want to make sure that you have your tubs prepared or your air prepared, and your air is hot or your tub is hot and your cold plunge is cold. Now here's a typical contrast therapy cycle that I would recommend. First, warm up, stretch, go work out. I like to do contrast therapy right after I work out. So what I would do is go to the gym, hit a CrossFit workout, on my way back, make sure that I'm getting mentally prepared, and then immediately come in and jump into my sauna. I'll spend 5 minutes to 10 minutes in my sauna, getting a really good sweat going. And it's really interesting. I like to use my Garmin Fenix 7, which I also have a video where I review this. This is a great watch. There's a lot of great watches and wearables out there, but I like to keep track of my heart rate and like to see my calorie burn when I'm literally just sitting in a sauna. It's pretty impressive. But either way, when you're in the middle of the hot part of your contrast therapy, the key is to relax and let your body just adjust to the heat. After the hot phase, whether you're in a hot tub, a hot shower, or a sauna, you're gonna wanna jump out and switch immediately to the cold. Now, if you're like me and you don't wanna get into your cold plunge sweaty, I'll rinse off real quick with a hose, but it'll take 30 seconds and I'll immediately jump into that cold water and I'll stay in my cold plunge for anywhere between 1 and 5 minutes. Some sessions I'll do longer durations in each, but I'll do a couple sets. Most sessions, I like to do shorter sessions and do multiple sets, going from hot to cold to hot to cold to hot to cold 3 or 4 times. Now, it's important to note that when you go from the hot to the cold, you may feel some tingling. It's kind of a euphoric feeling. You'll feel your blood moving around in your body. That's pretty normal, but you should never get to the point where you feel like you're gonna pass out. And if you ever feel like that, you have gone too long and you've gone too far, make sure you immediately stop and get yourself some water, and I highly recommend electrolytes. You can use Element, you can use Organifi, you can use Relight. Just use a good solid electrolyte. Don't drink Gatorade or any of that junk. That's just sugar water. And then finally, once you're done with all your sessions, depending on how many you do, always end cold. The reason you want to end cold is because it helps to constrict everything back in, which is going to reduce inflammation. If you end hot, everything's dilated and everything's comfortable, and that actually promotes inflammation. And our goal here is to reduce it. And then right when you get done with the cold, it's important for you to allow your body to warm up. If you're in a colder climate, I would recommend getting some warmer clothes on when you feel like it's that time. But definitely let your body warm up naturally. Get outside, get in the sun, go for a walk, and let your body start to warm itself up naturally. And as always, make sure that you get rest and plenty of hydration. And there you have it. Contrast therapy is starting to become very popular. And if you're interested in getting yourself a cold plunge for your backyard or a sauna for your backyard, I have affiliate links below that can save you money on some amazing products. So make sure you check those out as soon as this video is over. I want to also encourage you that contrast therapy can be dangerous. There are risks involved. So make sure you consult a doctor if you have any pre-existing issues. I would not want to see any of you guys getting hurt. And this is not medical advice by any means. This is me sharing my experiences, my protocols, and what I do. I'm just some guy on the internet. But I appreciate all of you watching. I appreciate all of you who are subscribed to my channel, all of you who like this, all of you who comment really positive things. If you have any questions that I didn't go over thoroughly, please post them in the comments below. If this video had any value to it all, like it and share it with a friend that you think needs to learn more about contrast therapy. And I'll see you guys on the next video. I hope you all have a great day, and God bless. Hey, now before you go, I do want to show you a little bit more information on the Sweat Tent Sauna. So I'm going to put that video up right here. Go ahead and check that out so you can learn a little bit more about why I'm such a fan of the Sweat Tent.